The creative process for developing a new film project for me is simply just wanting to share light on something, like just to put light on an experience or a story within my community. that's that's crazy. I guess this is meant for me to start editing on this documentary now. My daughter, she, crazy enough, her birthday, September 23rd, is the day that I graduated film school. And so she's been a huge passion when it comes to the side that the reason as to why I create. And just seeing her want to create and how she wants to create and work her way through things, I've been able to, just simply push myself because I want to see her in the best light possible and for her to chase her dreams. And I make sure that she knows that she can chase her dreams by any means necessary. My name is Drew Brown. I'm a filmmaker, director, born and raised from St. Louis all my life. And I go by the name Thefilmlord. And I just travel the world, making the world look beautiful when it comes to nature, people, places, and food. So I just make my life off of making the world look beautiful. What inspired me to become a filmmaker was my deep passion for creativity. My father, he's a photographer, comic book artist, painter. His mother, my grandmother, she was a painter and photographer, and as well, she was a poet as well. So I've been accustomed to creativity all my life, and so when it comes down to creating and who inspires me, it's truly my family, because I feel like I'm like a third generation creative when it comes to everything that I do. And for me personally, I'm just here to inspire the next generation, such as my daughter, who is also a comic book artist as well. As an established filmmaker and director in the city of St. Louis, what sets me apart is that I see the absolute beauty in absolutely everything around me, all the locations, the people, the places. I make sure that everyone is seen no matter what. I tell the stories of everyone at next to nothing, because I truly believe in the St. Louis area, and I know the true beauty that St. Louis has, and I feel like I'm the person that brings it out the most out of anyone when it comes to storytelling, music videos, and just seeing the best light possible of everywhere in St. Louis, because I grew up in so many different parts, and I know so many people from different parts of St. Louis, so I'm able to truly help them see themselves in the best light possible. A project that truly had a lot of significant growth on myself as a filmmaker and director was when the St. Louis Aquarium opened. I took my daughter to the aquarium with my cinema camera in hand, and it was sold out for a few weeks after it opened on Christmas. And so I took her, and I knew, seeing the world through her eyes, how she would look when seeing something for the first time. And so I was able to film her, create a visual of her seeing things in the aquarium and a visual experience for the first time, her actually witnessing that visual experience for the first time, turned that into just a small video for her. But then it spiraled and went viral, and it got picked up by the St. Louis Aquarium. So that was me helping my daughter see herself. And when it comes to, things you create as a father, as a parent, you just want to help your children see the best light of themselves. And so that was what really changed me to becoming more of like a show. I can show you what you are and who you are when it comes to me living off my dreams and how powerful creating dreams can be. So that was one of the projects that I felt the happiest about, because that was the first video they ever posted on any of their social media, because I was able to do that for my daughter, and my daughter was able to see real time the impact that I'm able to make on the film industry and the entertainment industry here in St. Louis, as well as how her mark can be made when it comes to art. The creative process for developing a new film project for me is simply just wanting to share light on something, like just to put light on an experience or a story within my community. When it comes to developing that story, I try to figure out how many historical facts I can bring into bringing light to this story. You know, it always comes from either me watching something and relating it to my life, and you know, developing that story. How many people can I reach and tell or educate on a certain type of project? So for me personally, I really just want to develop projects that educate people and bring light and beauty to anywhere they are in the world. So that's why I travel the world so much, and I don't like using green screens for music videos. I will sacrifice most of the budget to fly somewhere, hike a mountain 7,000 feet up if I have to, when it comes to shedding light on the beauty, the true beauty of what the world can be, because I never want to take away from that or fake that. So it's always about bringing beauty to life for me. The advice I would give to filmmakers or aspiring filmmakers that want to get into this industry is to just don't quit, don't give up. And if you feel like you can do something else, then do something else. But this is something that is truly a love-hate relationship till the very end, because filmmaking is magic. Like, everything about filmmaking has to be perfect. It is all magic. It is simply the essence of fighting against variables, all the variables you can even think of to make something happen. You're fighting between the essence of bringing things into reality from your own mind, from imagination to reality. That's a very hard feat to do. And so for me personally, I've become accustomed to understanding the variables of reality when bringing things that are in imagination to reality. So I already know the things of how reality will push back on imagination. So that takes years and years and years of failure, sacrifices, and, you know, going broke for your visions. So if you can do that for 10 years plus without, you know, making much money, up until you really make a brand for yourself, and it takes about 10 to 15 years to create a brand. So if you're able to truly understand what it takes to sacrifice, bleed for what you can do. Like my motto is anything for the shot. I have it tattooed on my leg. Like, that's legitimately who I am. So if you're willing to give up everything to become what you want to be in this industry as a filmmaker, director, cinematographer, whatever, you have to know exactly what you want to be when it comes to all of this.